So last week, something happened that really weirded out both my husband and I. And I've been debating on whether or not I should share this. I feel called to tell you. Phil and I, we were in South Florida visiting my mom, and as we usually do. And we were sitting at a traffic light on our way to dinner when a car pulled up beside us. Naturally I look over and I see the guys looking in, whatever, nothing unusual. We hear a car honk like 2 or 3 times. It was a faint honk, just kind of like those trying to get your attention types of honk. And I look in the rearview mirror and I assume the people behind us wanted us to pull forward so they could get into the left turning lane. Then I notice in my peripheral view, the driver was still looking. I quickly glance over. I see that he's staring. And while I'm on my phone, I look over again because I realize he's the one that's honking. Except the driver wasn't just looking. He was staring at me like this. Completely still. No blinking, no expression. And it wasn't the type of look a creepy guy gives you who's trying to hit on you. I want you to imagine the type of look that a psychopath looks at his prey before he attacks. And the weirdest part is that he's doing all of this while I'm in the car with my husband, which was strange because usually creepy guys will feel more comfortable doing stuff to women when they're alone or if they're with other women. So then I realize he's the one honking. And I didn't even see him move his hand, no physical movement, but I know I can hear that it's his car. So now I'm even more confused, and I tell Phil, who's driving, and I say, hey, that guy over there, he's staring and he's honking. Phil rolls down the window and asks him, what's up? The guy doesn't even flinch. He didn't blink. He didn't say anything. He didn't even look at Phil. It was like Phil didn't even exist. It wasn't even like he was looking and then looking straight and then looking back. Nothing. Just staring. And then the light turns green and he doesn't start driving. He stays exactly as he was. So now there's all these cars behind him. And he stays the way he is, just... Now, mind you, this guy looks completely normal, okay? Clean-cut guy. He had clean, face, dark hair. He drove an SUV, looked like a RAV4 Toyota. So he doesn't look like a weirdo. So we drive off, okay? And we get in front of him. And then, so he's behind us. So now he's switched lanes to the left side to be on Phil's driver's side. And then he swerves his car to the right to try and hit us. Then he gets in front of our car and he completely stops the car. So now we're at a complete stop in traffic. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And this is when I was like, oh my gosh, I should record this. And Phil had to literally GTA style drive away from him. And the recording that I got is literally so horrible. You can see for a second his silhouette, but not his face, not his license plate, not anything. And thankfully we got away. And we get to the restaurant and we're just shocked at what happened because this was completely unprovoked. So unprovoked, it was insane. And while we're at the restaurant, Phil says something that kind of hit me. And he says, the way he was looking at you didn't feel normal. It felt like a demonic presence. And he says, isn't it weird? You know, you've been praying, you've been listening to pastors, you've been surrendering yourself to God and studying the Bible and reading the Bible, and then this happens. It's almost like he sensed or saw your light. And honestly, that is exactly how it felt. It wasn't just creepy, it was dark. And listen, I've dealt with many creepy men before. I'm 31 years old. But this was something that wanted to provoke fear. And then it made me realize something deeper. When you start walking in peace, darkness notices. When your energy changes, when you start praying more, healing more, protecting your peace more, you'll feel resistance. And sometimes it's not spiritual, and sometimes it is. Fear feeds what wants attention. Faith starves it. And whether you believe in spiritual warfare or just bad energy, Scripture does speak about the reality of spiritual opposition towards those who follow God. Now, the Bible doesn't describe random people as demons, but it is very clear that spiritual forces of evil will sometimes act through or around people to discourage, frighten, or distract believers. So whatever it is that you believe, the moral is still the same. When you start walking with purpose, don't be surprised when darkness tries to stare you down.